Thailand's national election came to a close Sunday, though no one is likely to agree on who actually won. Prime Minister Yingluck Shinawatra's re-election looked all but certain a few months ago, but low voter turnout this weekend could undermine the legitimacy of any win for her. With little chance of winning themselves, the opposition Democrat Party urged its supporters to boycott the elections. They've been calling for Yingluck to be replaced with an unelected council. Anti-government protesters reportedly kept candidates from registering for about 30 seats in the parliament. Al Jazeera explains this means the parliament will not reach the quorum it needs to reconvene. And without enough legitimately elected lawmakers, a new government could not be formed, and the prime minister would then be left in a caretaker role. So, in an attempt to avoid a repeat of the violence during early voting last week, Yingluck deployed some 10,000 police officers to Bangkok Saturday. Still, 7 people, including 2 journalists, were wounded during clashes between police and protesters. And it's just the latest instance of violence in the protests that have left 10 dead since November. The protests were triggered by Yingluck's attempt to pass a now-shelved amnesty bill that would open the door for the return of her billionaire brother, Thailand's former Prime Minister Thaksin Shinawatra. He was ousted in a military coup 8 years ago and now lives in Dubai to avoid going to prison for a corruption conviction. The anti-government protesters take issue with Thaksin's populist politics and accuse his sister Yingluck of basically running a puppet government for her brother. A disputed election would leave Yingluck and her entire cabinet in a caretaker role for the next few months until by-elections are held in the districts where protesters obstructed the voting. For Newsy, I'm Elizabeth Hagedorn, multiple sources, a broader view.